guys, it's me bringing you my semi-finals versus Panda and the faced him week 1 in there on the back of Flapple really. Flapple and Chloe's church kind of putting in a ton of work. Obviously, this is a rematch. He actually finished. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. At the time, I thought he was straight ass. I thought it was horrid. He played that match really poorly. Prep weird, but he actually ended up going 8-2 after he played us. So, that was intriguing. And he beat Ivy for round 1. He didn't get the playoff spot because he was 3rd place. We had 4 8-3 teams. We were just the top one based on differential, but it was pretty comfortable with you too, just because my differential was actually pretty good. But you can see the 6 he brought. He brought. I don't remember exactly what he brought last time. I know he had. Well, he had T-Tar. He had Renorigus, and he had Primarina. But he actually dropped Primarina and picked up Gardevoir. So he didn't bring T-Tar. He brought Rose Raid, which I don't remember what he didn't have last. He did have last time, I mean. And then he picked up and used. He kept Renorigus. He brought Mantine. He didn't have Mantine before. And Double he had last time and brought it last time. So. And then Noivern he had last time and brought last time. So, you can see the 6 I brought. It's a reiteration of the team from before. A lot of them are the same concept. It's still Screens, Grimmsnarl plus Shell Smash Cloyster, but differing from last time. I'm pretty sure the Grimmsnarl set's exactly the same. Well, no, it's slightly different. I reiterated some of it because obviously he changed his team. I'm still Sash Duck Trio. I'm the same exact Duck Trio. My Cloyster went from Focus Sash. Now it's Heavy Duty Boots. Flapple went from Choice Band to Life Orb. Gastrodon went from Specially Defensive to Physically Defensive. And I brought Togedemaru over Mime. And this is a primarily specially defensive with a good amount of speed. So like speed for Gardevoir, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So I had to change up a few things, obviously, because he changed up a few things on his team in general. But he brought roughly what I expected. I didn't expect the double wool again. Because Double did nothing versus me last time, but it did suck. I expected T-Tar just because I felt T-Tar like Bandit was just really good versus me in general. But really that was the only thing. I kind of called everything else. I didn't think Reyes had that great of a matchup. Didn't think Cincino had that great of a matchup. He didn't bring that on like any. What up, Heat? My problem with that is Gastrodon pretty much hard walls, and I have sort of answers for it. It's Glacier, because Duck Trio, like a minus. If I ever second anything to overheat, I set up with Glacier and probably win the game. So, like basically in this game, if Glacier sets up, it wins. So I just have to get it to set up. Yeah. So let's just get right into the match. I knew Rose Raid was leading, and the count was, I don't even know what that is. It's just my team I've been using a lot. They actually have a set for it. Oh god. I knew that it was absolutely viable, but so I knew he couldn't kill me. And how does that... Why are you at 87? Why are you at 27? I hate when the calc does this. It does it to anyone else? It does it to me, but I knew it wasn't killing, but rose rate, I did not want T-Spike. This just gave me my best lead versus rose rate, because my team doesn't lead extremely well. Like, Grimstone was my probably best lead, but if you're leading rose rate, then that's a problem. Which is, I expect the rose rate lead. So I was not sure. But, okay, actually, looking at the team, I was not sure of the exit drill. I assumed it was just some SD spin stuff, get speed boost. Probably support taunt, roost mover, T-Spike's rose rate, defog man time, Tom pass double, and the Gardevoir, I wasn't sure about whether it was choice Gardevoir or choice specs. I didn't think it'd be bulky here, and I think that made too much sense. It could be, but again, I just didn't think so. It probably is Scarf. I think that matches up slightly better, but if I'm Spadef anything, then you're gonna get walled in. As in, and I'm Spadef Togedemaru because I knew Gardevoir was a problem. Which I brought Togedemaru. I think I just said Gardevoir, but anyway. Lead Dugtrio versus Rose Raid because I didn't have another counter lead versus it. This is just in general my best lead. I guess Togedemaru would have worked too, but then I think that allows T-Spikes up way too easily. And again, I didn't want T-Spikes up, and I'm mono Zing Zap, I think. I don't think I'm mono. No, I am mono Iron Head. Yeah, I'm mono Iron Head. But my Togedemaru is Iron Head, Wish, Spiky Shield, Toxic, I think. But anyway, if this thing breaks my sash, it doesn't matter. But either it has to choose between getting a T-Spike up and breaking my sash. So basically, it's up to him what he wants to do. I wasn't sure which one he would want to do because he doesn't have to be T-Spikes is the thing. But if he is, then I think that offensive made sense. I keep yawning. I do this every video, and I never do it outside. But outside of recording, but. The problem with offensive rose rates is that it kind of gets walled by Togedemaru because you don't have anything this gen. You don't have hidden power, so you can't run HP go around or HP fire or anything to touch me. So I resist your grass. I'm immune to your poison. So I'm just kind of immune to or resist anything it can go for. Since I'm Spadef, then I deal with it just fine. But anyway, Dugtrio getting its sash broken is fine. So I just realized I edged to kill, but he couldn't go Noivern. It was covering the Noivern, but I forgot it was a Arena Trap and trapped him in. But yeah, that was that play. But it was just a mishap. I just forgot more so than as long as it hit, it didn't matter. But Quickie's always my best play because it was inaccurate. Stone Edge was. But I Stone Edge to give me a turn 2 kill. T-Spikes, which is good. It wouldn't have been horrible because my Wincon has heavy duty boots and my bulky Pokemon, or one of my bulky Pokemon, are immune. The problem would have been Gadgetron if it was offensive drill, because then offensive drill would kind of murk me. But yeah, it kind of. Anyway, I will get out of it. I don't know how, but I think he has to have something for Gastrodon. I'm assuming it's toxic or something, or just Taunt Noivern. Taunt Noivern I really expected here because it broke through my defensive core, but I figured if T-Spikes went up here, turn 4, I still had my sash intact. So going into anything put me in a fine position. And the worst case scenario was T-Spikes went up, really, and I didn't have my sash broken. Because they affect 4 out of 5 of my members, but it's really big for Dog Trio because your sash, obviously, you don't want it to be poisoned. Gastron would have been the biggest one, except his physical threat that I was scared of, T-Tar, is not here, and Drill, I wasn't sure that it'd be Swords Dance, but I didn't know what else it would be, so I was thinking maybe Sash, but I didn't really know. I kind of expected Sash Spin because it could counter or lead Doug Trio, but then he didn't lead it, so like that was just odd. Anyway, I killed the Rose Raid. I have my sash broken. I'm at 1%. Like this was an odd play because I can just swap on this. Well, okay, I go Token Mario because I didn't expect body press there. That was poor play on my part. Body press made sense, but that didn't make much sense to me because I didn't think that really got you the kill versus something like God of War and Mystical Fire did, or X Control and Earthquake. That didn't get you a kill, but like even going Noivern, if you're Flame, then that got you a kill, sort of. It's like, what's my answer to that? It's Grimmsnarl. Then I'm gonna have to take a Hurricane, so I don't think the Wolves should play, but it ends up working out. Where as he body presses my Togedemaru, I just Spiky Shield afterwards, and he takes another roll of Spiky Shield. Here I just swap out into my Gastrodon because again I'm physically defensive, I'm not gonna take anything from this. He goes his Mantine, I get hit, I predict that improperly and go for the Toxic. So this name is whack, but basically Toxic really just covered anything. It covered Noivern, covered Mantine. You wouldn't go hard God of War, but if you did, then that. And Excadrill, if you went hard Excadrill, then you're whack. But it didn't matter because I just hit him afterwards. Yeah, I just hit him afterwards. If he swapped out then, it would be good. But I go hard Togedemaru. I figure he's scared out from Zingzap. I don't know how you aren't here. But so I just throw off a Wish. I don't even have Zingzap for the record, but as he goes for the serve and knocks me out, I feel like that was a whack play as well, but I actually didn't really need a Toxic Mantine versus me anyway, so at this point I don't really have anything to immediately knock him out because Flapple might be slower depending on his spread, so I ended up just going to Trio because Edge does knock him out, but I could miss, so that was the concern. But I didn't, so I get my Wish back on Dog Trio. That doesn't particularly matter, but here he brings in Arena Trap, Gardevoir, so I'm actually trapped here. I was gonna pivot into, like, I don't know, I didn't really have a Moonblast swap, but Gastrodon might have taken it. Like, I know my spread, I'm max physical defensive. Would have easily, I think that was my plan. This match played like 2 weeks ago, or like 3 4 weeks ago, so, actually trapped here, so it means I was gonna say for the Excadrill, but I can go Gastrodon on the Moonblast because Gastrodon on the Moonblast, it would have done a decent chunk, but I think I would have lived it with lefties. Yeah, it literally guaranteed.
We believe Black Lives Matter.
So
Listen, share, and
that does suck that he didn't purposely do that. That's not Panda's type of stuff. I always do that because I don't feel like putting multiple videos in the description, but now I kind of have to. I don't have to, but I will. Just because I'm putting all the ones I played. I have like a list for these. 1 out of 15. Anyway, he kills my Dugtree off with Moonblast, again, revealing it as a Scarf. Scarf is kind of what I expected, but I bring out the Grimmsnarl because I can get a light screen up pretty freely. He brings in the Excadrill, so I assume literally everything's named after Flapple. Both these three are. Anyway, I'm assuming you're just Iron Head. Your real Mold Breaker, that doesn't particularly matter, but I'm assuming you're just Iron Head, and then he subs. That is a problem, because I'm Spirit Break Sucker Punch, so I can't actually break this immediately. So I just got my defensive answer. Go Astronaut. He reveals to Protect. And at this point, he talks to Protect 100%. Mono Earthquake, more than likely. But I think Mono Earthquake makes a ton more sense because my 2 immunities to Toxic lost to Earthquake in Togedemaru and Quillfish. And he actually thought Quillfish was good versus him, and I don't see how. It was not. Quillfish was horrible versus him. He said that because he had sand, and that literally makes it worse versus him. I don't get what he was trying to say. But like, if I brought Quillfish, I hard-walled his set. And he was expecting it, so I feel like Earthquake literally made about 5 times more sense than Ironhead did. But like, it's whatever, but it doesn't particularly matter. But even like here, like Ironhead is actually worse for him because it can't touch Gastrodon for much damage. But every that he's Ironhead, but it's like he reveals like next turn. But I go for the Skull to break his sub. He protects. This is also such a scummy set to bring in playoffs. That like it isn't not a huge deal, but I was also almost rest on this for Toxic, but I didn't bring it. Just because I thought Recover was good enough, but obviously rest would have been slightly better. As he subs up, as he protects, like I go to my Flapple just because he's gonna sub there, but I didn't really have counterplay. As he protects, as he Ironheads, like Ironhead was a whack play, but I guess it made sense. Ironhead was your best play, but as he reveals the Ironhead, so you know, there's the Ironhead. But I think Quake made about 5 times more sense. Because it hit Gastrodon for neutral, it hit Togedemaru, which was immune to Toxic. It completely walled this set for the record. But it like quad resisted Ironhead, was immune to Toxic, and I couldn't touch it back, but I touched it more than it could touch me, so I had reliable recovery, he didn't. But and then Quillfish hardwalled this as well. So I don't get this set. I think you should have been Quake over Ironhead. I literally told him that afterwards. I said this set doesn't make any sense. My 2 immunities to Toxic are weak to Earthquake, so you run Earthquake always, but I think he just didn't care about the last move. I think he wanted to sub-Toxic, which is kind of toxic to break in playoffs, but, you know, it's fine. I can still break it, because Cloyster can beat it, and then Grimmsnarl has Sucker Punch, so I can chip it down as well. I have Ice Shard on Cloyster too, but that doesn't matter. Here, I didn't Sucker because I was scared of him subbing. I figured there he just Ironhead, but he opted to Protect, and I was not going to let him sub up for free. So I went for the Grab Apple. Wish I had Sucker Punch, obviously, but hindsight 2020. I think Sub was your better play, but considering I just went for Sucker Punch, but I would have gone for Sub. But obviously they would have been broken because the Sub, because I went for Grab Apple, but it doesn't matter. Here I just go into my Cloyster because I know Cloyster can break through this pretty decently. As I misplay here, so I Shell Smash instead of but I Shell Smash there, which is actually a misplay. I think I need to just straight hit this thing. Because now I'm in the back around a sub-toxic Excadrill. And that's a problem. Because he's just sub-toxic everything and win the game, more than likely. But he might get sack. Basically, he's forced to sack here, which is good for me, but ultimately, this sub-toxic Excadrill is just going to end up beating me. It's more than likely, anyway. I would have to preserve, go Gastrodon to be able to reset Toxic. I can break through with Gastrodon, but I'm not 100%. I just need this alive. But I know he's going to Protect here. He has no play other than to Protect. I just Shell Smash again. It was just more of a flex play than anything. I didn't have to do that, but he wouldn't click anything other than protect there. It's especially because Panda. But also protects in general your best play. So here's Icicle Spear gets my kill. He protects. I Icicle Spear. I save this on the protect. As I just got to kill on the Wyvern and the Bull with Cloister, Icicle Spearing. I didn't have a reason to sell back on the other protect. So here's bringing Gastrodon. He protects as he subs, as he protects, as he subs, as he protects. As I bring in Grimstone, as I bring in Gastrodon, as he protects. This is so toxic. Like, come on. How are you bringing this in playoffs? How are you going to bring this in playoffs? Protect, Ironhead. He flinched me there for the record. He flinched me here. Which the flinch is actually kind of big. Cause I at this point, my way of breaking through this is to not get axed. And, you know. We just getting Ironheaded down. Into that doesn't kill, and I lost to Sub-Toxic Protect Extra Drill. With Mono Ironhead versus a team that it's too resist or immunities to Toxic or weak to Earthquake. I feel like that set made no sense. I think if you were Quake, it made a ton of sense because it beat my basically it beat my checks to it, but then suddenly the Ironhead gave me 2 extra checks to it. So your plan was to beat the checks, and then you brought a set that lost 2 other checks, that extra drill checks. So I think if you were Quake, this set would have been good, but Ironhead made no sense there. It only hit Flappable. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you were Earthquake, I'd be fine with the set. But the problem is you're a bad set. And, you know, that's why some Toxic Protect in playoffs. Like, come on. That's just so whack. But I didn't even play it poorly. I really didn't. I just, you know. The one misplay I made all game was, well, I guess the most crucial part was Cloister. Where did I come with Cloister? I should have just hard hit him here with Liquidation. Because I'm pretty sure it would have killed him. Would it be the problem? As such, it was especially because it was sad, but I think I was Spirit Break on Gummer Snarl, so that would have helped out, but still. Would have just swept me at that point too? Actually, yeah, Gardevoir would have just swept me with Moonblast. Dabool wasn't a problem just because it's Dabool, but if I hard liquidated there, basically what happens is Drill dies. I'm not even gonna calc. I'm gonna calc, but Nation is 93 to 110. I knew it would there, but like max HP. No, it's a 79 to 78. Or not 98, 94, but probably should have just hard liquidated. But I think at that point, basically, I don't have the stab boost. He probably would just go. He honestly should just go Dabool. And then he just body presses. He gets the chip off properly for Gardevoir to come in Moonblast Sweep. My only other play was to. Okay, so if he brought in Noivern, I think Noivern would actually no, he had Sash, so yeah, I shard on Noivern, but one I wouldn't even kill. I just had to double check that. I was like, I am adamant, but that doesn't matter. It's not gonna kill. Oh, roughly mid, but shouldn't be anyway. Clearly, but like there's 10 points before there, and then 8 points after that. Pretty decently. I just got beat by Sub-Toxic Protect Excadrill. And there wasn't much I could do about that set. And my problem is, this is a no-skill set. This set does not need skill to bring. You literally just click Toxic, you click Protect, and then you click Sub. Or you click Sub, you click Protect, you click Toxic, you click Protect. It's... you know the order of events. It's just my team didn't have anything to answer with that after Duck Trio. Again, the Gardevoir was a better play, and I don't think he purposely did that whatsoever. I'm not giving Panda any credit by doing that. He definitely didn't mean to do that. That's not something he'd do, but I just wanted to damage. I didn't actually count with damage. I knew I'd die, but I just wanted to damage. Well, but yeah. It sucks to lose to Panda in semis, but you know, because I feel like for the majority of the match, I was outplaying him for the majority of the match, and then here, he subbed up the Excadrill, and he clicked Talk. How are you gonna bring this in playoffs? Like, this Excadrill came in on turn 12. Nope. Yeah, it came in on turn 11 and didn't leave the field until turn 26. So it stayed there and stalled for 15 turns, losing my Flapple, losing my... or going to lose my Glacier to it. Whatever. It's annoying to lose like that, but I guess he brought a better set. I'm not gonna say he outplayed me whatsoever, because he definitely didn't, but I didn't make any crazy plays, but you know, I think I did. I think he... if this was Earthquake, I'd be perfectly fine with the set again, but it wasn't, because I feel like Ironhead made no sense. I don't think Ironhead made any sense, because Ironhead means literally Togedemaru would wall. My quad weak to Earthquake, Togedemaru would wall an Excadrill. So, you know, whatever. It means I don't have to deal with this anymore. It's because I'm aggravated. But Panda went on to play Jason in finals, and he actually won. So kudos to Panda for winning. But I actually still have not watched that match, and it's been like 3 weeks. I actually did not intend on watching it, but I guess we can here. You can see this. I'm not even gonna like pay attention. Oh, I did end up watching this match. I think. I don't remember whether I watched it. Basically, he's saying, you're telling me he hacks Jason. He's Jason got a crit there, which... I'm just reading. Also, it looks like that wins the game, but you... that is stupid. What a... ass player. The muscle band what? Probably... what? What were you? whatever. Yeah. As you see, Panda didn't actually ask him. I'm just salty because he used the trash servers to me. He also brought weakness policy D-Dance like 5 weeks, I'm pretty sure. He spammed the crap out of that. But I thought that's it, so kudos to him for that. But Jason beat Mithlo for semis, which is cool. But yeah. So we dropped this game for semis. Don't get another title. Don't get another match versus Jason. But it just means that Jason has 3 finals appearances, and I have 3 finals appearances. He has 1 win in finals. I have 1 win in finals. We've lost 1 match to each other in finals before. So, if I had to choose a top 2 in UPBL, it would probably be me and Jason. And I think we've proven that enough that we're top 2. Made it to finals 3 times out of 6 seasons. We literally made it to finals in half. That's excluding playoffs, where I've made playoffs every single season, except for season 1 where I got hexed out of it. But you know, that was way early when I was literally dog shit at the game. But actually, it wasn't horrible, but you know, not great. Yeah. So music will be in the description, and I will see you guys. Well, next season, I guess.